I mean, to push as far as, I mean, like almost like 3 or 4 story building.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the Latvian also want to know where are.
So these are the trucks, 2 pickups.
What I can show you that there was
Was handed over to the president.
You know very well we have young people here in Johannesburg to train firefighters. They used to say the firefighters every day, they're playing checkers. But we brought people here to train you people, maybe even 2 times. Now, we believe that this training should continue. And also that when you see firefighters without fire, it's not just on the road. So being able also to send fire trucks. I like to see every capital in this country at least 1 or 2 fire. Because I've seen people losing their homes. Nothing about it. But then also the training people.
Garage building as well.
High-rise building.
Yeah, sure.
Can you tell us more about the strength of this?
So this truck, I'm the deputy director for operation at Lebanon Fire Service, and this truck has 4 wheels. They also have a winch that can be able to haul itself just in case it's hitting the mud. That means that you don't have to bring another truck to haul this truck.
Okay.
And this truck have a horsepower of 345 super to haul. I mean, to push as far as, I mean, like almost like 3 or 4 story building.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the Latvian also.
Our senators, Nigerian police, all government officials, their presidents, our elders, our council members, our chiefs, the youth and the women, the people of Lofa. I just want to say thank you to our Deputy Speaker for this initiative. You know, today we would have been here to dedicate this project with the other part. I made a mistake to explain him. You know, the point of mistake and then we capitalize on it and come dedicate the project. So the mistake of that today have brought some blessings to some of us. So we'll continue making mistakes. And we'll continue capitalizing on it. So the Deputy Speaker, I'm not going to say that naturally, I give a presentation to the people of Lofa. I just want to say thank you to our Deputy Speaker for this initiative. You know, today we would have been here to dedicate this project with the other part. I made a mistake to explain him. You know, the point of mistake and then we capitalize on it and come dedicate the project. So the mistake of that today have brought some blessings to some of us. So we'll continue making mistakes. And we'll continue capitalizing on it. So the Deputy Speaker, I'm not going to say that naturally, I give a presentation. And thank you for accepting the people in this nation. And we never regret it. Thank you.
Manager of the World Bank and the entire team, Deputy Ministers, Finance, Education, Assistant Minister, and our team of advisors, Dr. Collin, the advisor of Bushibag, Toyota, and others, members of the full estate. Before I enter this hall, someone met me and asked for 26. He said that his 26 was on me.
Hey, my way. Hey, my way. My way, so my way. My way, so my way.
my whistle, so my way, 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 my whistle, so my way.
So folks, my name is Pandy Tobin. We are still here at the chairman house here on our way to the Congress for Democracy. If you want peace, we'll give you peace. I hear you, my man. The men are very happy to so far away. Right to the police station has a quarter done. The police station has a quarter done. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Viva! July 17, God is enough people. You know, it is the Liberian people that voted me. It is their
45 horsepower. That's 245 horsepower. It means that it can shoot, to a high-rise building as well.
High-rise building.
Yeah, sure.
Can you tell us more about the strength of this?
So this truck, I'm the deputy director for operation at Lebanon Fire Service, and this truck has 4 wheels. They also have a winch that can be able to haul itself just in case it's hitting the mud. That means that you don't have to bring another truck to haul this truck. Okay. This truck have a horsepower of 345 super to haul. To push as far as almost like 3 or 4 story building. Okay. Yeah.
So the Liberian also want to know.
So these are the trucks, 2 pickups. Eight fire trucks brought into the country, and according to the executive director, was procured through a budget, and recently was handed over to the president. And you can see from our camera. This is 2 CVMT.
You know very well we have one people here in time back to train firefighters. They used to say the firefighters every day, they're playing kettle. But we brought people here to train these people. Maybe even 2 times. Now, we believe that this training should continue.
To be a regular champ at the University of Liberia, and the dismissal of Dr. Lesser Tenney, who was quote unquote appointed. Wait. Yo, now it's certain 1 semester 2. Wait. Who was quote unquote appointed as the vice president for fiscal affairs under the leadership of Dr. Mapaya, the well-looking woman who has come at the University of Liberia to confuse the students and faculty members. While the university is challenged with TS issues, the university's lasting rings and diet, the classrooms are leaking, and students have nowhere conducive.
Good afternoon, Liberia.
The president of the University of Liberia, Dr. Mapaya, has indulged herself into confusion and now making students to wander from place to place without understanding. Comrades, from the inception of the quote-unquote semester.
Today is the 07242025. Today is Thursday. A pleasant welcome on today. The 24th day of the month, July, having to be the 7th month of the year, and the year still stands at 2025. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, Liberia. On today, based upon your timeline, we say hats up to you and welcome to our platform today. Today, July 24th, 1822, is significant in Liberia history as the date when the American Colonization Society, the ACS, began sending free slaves from the United States to establish settlement on the Pepper Coast, which later became Liberia. This marked the beginning of what would become a long and a complex relationship between the repatriated African Americans and the indigenous populations. On the 24th of July 1882, the first group of African Americans sent by the American Colonization Society arrived at what is now called Monrovia in Liberia. The settlement was initially named Chrysopolis, but was later renamed Monrovia in 1824 in honor of the U.S. President James Monroe, a supporter of the ACS. The ACS, a private organization aimed to establish a colony in West Africa where free slaves for the United States could relocate. The settlers faced numerous challenges, including high mortality rates due to tropical diseases and conflict with the indigenous populations over land and resources. Despite the hardship, the settlement grew and the colony eventually became the Commonwealth of Liberia. Today, the 24th of July, 1895 in Liberia. Liberia was navigating its earlier years as an independent nation, facing challenges from both internal and external pressures. The country, established by formerly enslaved people from the United States, was striving to solidify its sovereignty and established its place in the international community, while others dealing with border disputes. The internal governance issue still lies with them. Liberia has declared its independence in 1847, becoming the first African republic to achieve this status. However, a recognition by other nations, particularly the European powers, was still ongoing in the process. Liberia was engaged in territorial disputes with neighboring French and the British colonies, particularly along its borders with the Ivory Coast and Sierra Leone. This dispute often involved clashes over land and resources. Liberia faced significant economic challenges, including a lack of infrastructure and dependency of foreign loans. The country's economy was largely based on agriculture and trade. It struggled to compete with larger and colonial powers upon. Today, the 24th of July, 1926 in Liberia, the Firestone Tires and Rubber Company established a significant rubber plantations in Liberia after being granted land by the Liberian government. This event marked a turning point in Liberia's economy as rubber production became a major export and a key part of the nation's economic development. The Firestone Tire Rubber Company secured a large concessions from the Liberian government to cultivate rubber trees and establish a major plantation. This marked the beginning of Liberia's reliance on rubber as a major export commodities. Firestone plantation became a significant source of employment and revenue of the country. The rubber industry grew on the Firestone operation, significantly altered the Liberian economic landscape, shifting it from the primary agriculture and trading-based economy to one of the strongholds of the natural resource extraction and export. Firestone plantation presence in Liberia has had lasting effect on the economic development, including its infrastructure, labor practices, relationship with foreign investment in Liberia. Today is 26th of February, the 24th of July to be precise. July 24th, 1783, Catherine II the Great of Russia and Richard II of the Catalini into Cartier, Eastern Georgia, concluded the Treaty of the George Gavest today in 1783 on today. 1847, Braham Youth and the fellow Mammoths arrived into Salt Lake City into the Utah on today. Amelia Earhart, one of the world's most celebrated aviators and the first woman to fly alone across the Atlantic Ocean, was born today into Kansas today. 1911, led by the local resident Hiram Brackham, reached the Machu Picchu in a remote part of the Peruvian Andes today in 1911. 1915, one of the worst maritime disaster into the American history, the passenger liner SS Eastline capsized the Chicago River, killing more than 840 people in the Chicago on today. Have you heard about the Treaty of Louisiana? Today, 1923, the Treaty of Louisiana, the final treaty concluding World War I, was signed at Louisiana into Switzerland on today in 1923, the 24th of July. 1944, today, Soviet forces liberated the Majdanek concentration and extermination camp on the outskirts of the city of the Lublin into Poland on today. Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev and the United States Vice President Richard M. Nixon engaged in the kitchen debate at an American exhibition into Moscow on today, 1959, on the 24th of July in history. The American actress, singer Jennifer Lopez, who was one of the highest paid Latina actress in the history of Hollywood, and later found crossover success into the music industry with a series of pop albums, was born today, the 24th of July in 1969 history. the Supreme Court of the United States ruled that President Richard N. Nixon had to provide transcript of the Watergate tapes to Special Prosecutor Leon Jaworski today in 1974 in History on Today. 1998, the World War II drama Saving Private Ryan starring Tom Hanks was released, becoming a critical and a commercial series of a success, earning 5 academic awards, including Best Director from Steve Spielberg. Today, 1998, in History on Today. Today, the American cyclist Lance Armstrong became the first rider to win the Tour de France 7 times. However, he was later transcript of all his titles, a script of his titles, after the investigation revealed that he was a key figure in a wide-ranging doping conspiracy while he compiled his Tour victory today in 2005 in history. The American sex researcher and therapist Virginia E. Johnson, who with William H. Matters and Matters and Johnson, pioneering research team noted for their story on human sexuality, died today at the age of 88 on July 24th in 2013 history. Today, the American TV personality Regis Philby, who was best known for hosting a TV show, a talk show live with Regis and Kelly, the game show Who Want to Be a Millionaire, died today at the age of 88 in 2020 on the 24th of July in history. Elon Musk rebranded the social media site Twitter as X after merging Twitter with his company X Holding today in 2023 in history. Have you heard about the beginning of the Meta Hari trial? The Dutch-born dancer and a courtesan Mata Hari, whose name became a synonym for the seductive female spy, went on a trial today in 1917, accused of spying from Germany, and was subsequently found guilty and shot by the firing squad today in 1917 history. Today, July 24th, 1963, in the Benton Harbor, Michigan. Today, 64 years old, 61 to be precise, Julian Cron, an American hockey. Today, with respect to dead and gone, her memories live on. And I want to say today a special one there for the Jackson family, as they have lost, he has lost his mother-in-law, the wife of Martin Jackson, on today, died on yesterday. Today there are meetings or events surrounding our homegoing going today. We want to say our condolences to the family of Mr. and Mrs. Reuben C. Jackson, the Jackson family, for the loss of their mother-in-law today. And we say welcome, and a pleasant welcome. I want to say to you, thanks for joining me on this afternoon. It's great today. Today I got several issues, but one thing I'm going to focus on is today the rewriting of the Constitution. It today serves as a referendum. How many Liberians agree that we should or can or must or will, whatsoever it is, to rewrite the Constitution? The Associate Justice Designate Boga Kane said, Liberians, the rewriting of the Constitution should be a paramount thing and very important, because we live in a modern era, and as it stands, dealing with archaic laws which have placed Liberia upon so far in itself. Liberia, what do you think? Do you see that rewriting the Constitution It's an important thing. I'm going to talk about this today, and I want to hear from you, because if this is accepted by the Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, designate, he's going through a process, and I want you to confirm him that the rewriting of the Constitution should be a paramount thing for us today, that a lot of our laws are archaic. A lot of our laws don't conform to present reality. What do you say? If you're accepted, you will be there voting for such a process. But I'm asking you, what do you say? I'm also told that several fleets of buses from the National Transit Authority are said to be in Liberia. They are already being procured, with my information, and we'll provide more on that. Branded already NTA, and this time the bus is coming. Even the bus is far away from you, you will see, because the NTA is very large, and when it passes by you and you miss the bus, you'll know that you missed it, because you'll see the NTA far written in bold letters while it's leaving your eyes. So I want to say thanks to the government. On the other hand, Edwin Tazel, who served as the Deputy Director for Operations at the Liberia National Fire Service, overseeing the operations upon and the issue of readiness and emergency response across, has informed the President, and the President was there informing Liberians also that there are several fleets of fire service firefighters equipment already in the country, and they are prepared to have this set on. Imagine the President was there. He commissioned 9 fire trucks with 2 pickups, enhancing the Liberia National Fire Service work so that we can have this done. Thanks to all of you who have made this a success upon. It's important for this country. And as we are approaching the dry season, remember of recent, recent time, you don't hear more fire burning or houses got by fire upon, but dry season we see this often as possible on several issues. I want to say welcome to you. Thanks for joining us today. And I want to say something before I go to my talking point on today, whether you agree with this, whether this is important for Liberia, since the revised version of the Constitution in 1986 form completed, and this is what we're living on today. There are several comments that we are going far beyond our time, and we should conform to modern and present day reality about this. I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on that matter here? And let me take this down. Let me say a hands up to all of you. And let me say hands up to all of our disabled, physically challenged citizens of this country, senior citizens of this country. We want to say hands up to you. And I want to say in a more special way, happy pre-independence. Liberia walk on clocking another year upon and beginning another one. I want to say hands up to all of you and happy 26. And to all of our folks, like I always tell people, I'm not going to beg anybody for 26. I'm not going to ask anyone. I will not, and I won't. I want to do it, but my pride won't allow me to do this. I will not do it, and I won't. So if you think that you want Nathaniel to ask you for something first, we give it to him, you won't get it. I'm pretty good. By the grace of Almighty God, I'm doing great, I'm wonderful, and moving upon. If you want to do that, you will do it to me and my family with an open and a bold heart. But I will not beg you. I won't. Even somebody who owed me, who should have given me something and not giving it to me yet, and you say, got it, keep it. I don't want it. With your heart selling fire, give it to me. I get proud of that. I will not beg you for it. And I said to you people, Liberia, this year will be the year that will mark my existence in my generation of own my own vehicle. I'm not going to ride anybody's vehicle. I'm not going to drive. You see me driving, I'm driving my own vehicle this year and nothing else. This year I will drive my own vehicle. I will own my own vehicle. All of my documents in my name. So you will not see me driving car and say that my friend car here. No, this year you see me in a vehicle, my own vehicle. So what are you in the position to give it to me? You want to keep it. When that time reach, you'll be coerced to do that. Let me say thanks to all of you on today. And it's important. I want to say thanks to my folks watching live this afternoon. Thank you for watching us live. And we appreciate you. Always love to recognize you. Ambassador Francis, let me call it elaborate way. Francis H. Yuman. He said the action by the Fulani in the capital city today is disrespect to the rule of law. Okay? Yeah. Fathers of issue. We'll get a full detail of that. And William Fayard, good afternoon. Honorable Francis H. Yuman, Painesville City, the largest city. Good afternoon. Levi Seaway. Now I'm supporting the writing of the Liberia Constitution. 1986. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I want. And the Empress Madre Bans Bessie say that need to end. No more renewal of lessons should ever be given the Firestone in Liberia. Let them leave Liberia will take over her rubber company. Okay. Marita, regular follower on this program here, Marita Tikuya, said, this is the community I'm watching you, cool family. Gabriel, the rescue blocker, said, I'm following the show for Dupont Road. Thanks for the show. OG Classic, and said, I'm watching for Ominga. I'm Stanley watching for Ominga. Levi Sewe, Habel City, Maggie County. Diago Topa, watching Tigger Village. Thank you. Alison and Kier, good afternoon, Alison. Gater Harris Gater, the Visual Media Incorporated office in Doe Community. Thank you for watching. Thank you. William Fire, thank you. Say from my balcony, I'm watching you. Tara Tiago Akatara Fire. Say the Ambassador VAH, I appreciate you for your tireless effort. No one is above the law. Let the police do their investigation. Follow it from So Clinic. Thank you. Mohammed Bank, Gotan Sophie. Thank you. And Albert Noah Bonka, Dupont Road, Cowfield. Thank you. Augustine S. Kekula. They say watching from my job site. 72nd. The Kepler Health Center. Thank you, my brother. Augustine V. Coke. They say thanks a million for your fascinating program. I'm watching from the city of Arlington. Yeah. Yeah, city nation. Okay there. Jojo Howard. He said, Uncle Nat. The name remains constant. Always following from Dupont Road. I strongly condemned the full out with me yesterday. I was on the scene. The officers was very kind and respectful. She must go to prison for that. Wow, that's it. And Central C Police Academy, thanks for the show. They said Liberia is all we have. Let's keep Mama Liberia in prayer. And Chuku David, thank you. Jerry. He said I'm watching from. So good afternoon. Nah, yeah. I'm not from near there. I'm not here. Let me say NE. Jeremiah Kuku. He said I'm following from the People's Republic of Ivory Coast. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate you a whole lot. Thomas D. Temme. It's a good. Conan Samson Coons. I'm following from Morovia. Amorak Buchanan, Lufa County, Vonjaman City. David Richie, Nathaniel, I'm watching you live. And always, Nathaniel, you will be remembered in my Liberia. Thanks for the update. Thank you, David. And thanks to all of our folks always up on here. And let me say thank you. You know, there is Titus Great. Thank you, Titus. It's a So Clinic. Thank you, Titus, is watching us. And Albert Tech, Media Boy, M. Sambola. Say from the Bannersville, Quebec. Thank you, Albert. Prince M. Kamanto, Painesville Rehab. Thanks for the show. Parisa Football Academy. You know, every time I come on the show, I don't see Parisa ask a question what's going on. It said, Mr. Information VAH, watching you from Pacos Island. Thank you for the show and the edition today. Ambassador Francis Yuma, thank you. You know, Let me find this thing here. There was some comments before I go to my meet. There was a comment about this thing that, let me tell you for me that former representative and former CEO of NOCA will soon be going to court. Jesus Christ. Let me leave that. Just to inform you about that. The Liberia National Bar, the National Bar Association, that's the Liberia National Bar Association, they warn that if there is a constitutional annulment, or if the swearing in of the Chief Justice timeliness is being ignored, it will cause a constitutional crisis. You know, the council, the bar is being held by Councillor Bruno Mvama. He was very firm on his statement and said, this is important, but it's time. There are other pundits, he said, pursuant to Article 68. And he said, according to Article 68, the justice does not officially enter office until he or she has taken and subscribed to an oath. Therefore, administering the oath before the current Chief Justice vacate office, Councillor Mvama stress will be not only irregular but constitutionally permissible. I'm asking them, what the old Chief Justice doing there now? You know the country, all kind of things happen in the country here. What are you doing that? You finished already? You clock 70, go! Jesus Christ. You still got cases, leave it and go. Oh, Liberia. You know, I'm not a legal practitioner. I don't want to dwell so much on this. But pursuant to Article 68 of the Constitution, this is what I'm saying this. Or is it that we rush so much to confirm the Chief Justice? I'm asking our lawmakers. They know the law. They don't want to make the law. And sometimes I get so much upset when I see and hear or read that our lawmaker who made the law to interpret the law, we can't take one for them. Because they have made the law now. I know that job to interpret or enforce, I know that. But it's based upon special reason that they can make law. But they can make law. I said they make the law, then they also have the law, they know it. Jesus Christ, you help me. Oh Jesus, how possible is this? You make a law, the understanding of the law, you don't know it. The interpretation of the law, you don't know it. How possible is that? And this is one of the deceptions. I'm calling also along with Councillor Cannon that the rewriting of the Constitution is possible. Let's do it. Because I don't see the reason. Let me talk this slow, right? How possible is this now? The people made a law. The interpretation of the law they made, they didn't know it. The essence of the law, they didn't know it. They will go to different branch of government, then they interpret the law to them. What sense does that make? Because it is based upon special reasons why you make law. What policies, regulations? There are special reasons. It is based upon those reasons you say yes. Like for instance, the 1.6 million school that was built in Bond County. Listen, I'm not going to say it to anybody, but I want to say it please to get understand this, please. If you in wheelchair, you can enter the school. What do I mean? The entry of the building ramp is there. You have to get out of your wheelchair. They say, get down. Somebody told you because you face the challenge, put you down there, or they put your wheelchair. No, leave your wheelchair. Somebody push you, go in, enter inside. The making of the building have an essence to the reality. What make that? The person with special challenge of wheelchair, where you in third floor, second floor, way up, nobody will tell you in a wheelchair. The way this one, your fellow students, your classmates, they'll ride you. You go inside, park you in the chair, you lock your chair, sit right in the chair in the classroom. Everybody want to enjoy yourself because the making of the structure, they come to being of the institution. But bear in mind that we are a Liberian. We all may not be the same. I'm short, you tall, this person slim, this person fat. That's how we live. That's how life is. But to see that our lawmaker make law, then they, I don't want to go too far. Like I said earlier on, I'm not a legal practitioner. But to see that now, if the speaker, I mean, not the speaker, right? If the chief justice, after it being confirmed, if not take a seat in time, then the other speaker, the chief justice, stay in a position, it will make. So what will go in now? Why? Let me read it to you again. And this is what I'm going to talk about. That's what I'm talking about the Constitution. Do you think that we should have a rewriting, a total rewrite? Do you think so? Today is a very random day for the Constitution in this place. Listen, the Council of Family is saying that the nomination and confirmation of the incoming Chief Justice has been executed in line with Article 54C of the Liberian Constitution. The most critical phrase, the resumption of office, he said, let me read his word, he said, must not be mishandled. He goes further with reliance. He's a legal man. He said, according to 68, a justice does not officially enter office until he or she has taken and subscribed to an oath. Therefore, administering that oath before the current Chief Justice vacate office, he's saying that would not only be irregular but constitutionally impermissible. So this brings me to ask the question, what is the current Chief Justice doing in the position? What? That David Law said keeping on the Chief Justice designated by the President, Councillor Yemi Bessie, a former Associate Justice, because he has been confirmed, he was he was an Associate Justice, confirmed now the Chief Justice to take office and take oath. He get to the OE in office. And the timeliness of that, since being confirmed, he should take office, move into office. The oath, rather. I hope our legal people can look at this. It's important. I thought of raising this issue here. You know, I have this issue with the Minister of Transport. I will end this week before the 26th with this Minister of Transport thing. It's important. But let me go to what I want to talk about. Liberians. 1986. Our Constitution came to reform. That means after 1847 we had a Constitution. It took us all of the years. When this junta, the beginning of Zogorism, coup d'etat, becoming president, opted for this. And don't get me wrong, right? If you check carefully, the current constitution we use is ambiguous. It's egocentric. Let me use the word I want to use the other day. It's egocentric. It's a divisive or divisive thing. In its whole, doesn't support reconciliation. In its whole, in the totality, for discontent. You have your own awareness about this. This is what I'm saying to you. Because it was just self-centered. How on earth, in this modern ancient time, a country called Liberia that started this thing, say that every person or whosoever been appointed should work by the will and pleasure of just the president. Down today, that way back. So you put a lot of law on the president, to the president can appoint, to even to the point he appoints, he doesn't know them. Because he is secretary. How how possible is that the president will know everybody in the country and you appoint? It's impossible. But through the team he had, recommendation come. There are some point he have never seen, he have never heard. But because of recommendation, they come and they say they are competent, he appoint them. Why? Where are the boards? Where are affiliate institutions, lines ministry, the agencies that are working on? Why are they bringing less minds to an institution? But if the president wants, let me tell you, if the only job the president has says here, that was very hard for him. Too much. You will not blame former president we are. You will not blame him. And that's more work. Because if you the president say, I want to appoint everybody in the government I know, or I'm going to read their CV, you will not sleep. Trust me. To ease it, they're praying for you. It's just that those who become president are special people. But the Associate Justice Designate, Councillor Bwaka and Kane, he's saying a complete rewrite of the Constitution. I'm saying today, Liberians, what are your thoughts about this? What do you think? What do you think? Do you think it's important now that we rewrite our Constitution? I've heard before the Governance Commission of Walare Topa, yes, he said that before. But this is becoming so much alarming. Other some of our laws are so much important, they are on the book and we're not following it. The reason why we're not following is because it's not conforming to present reality. One man run in Mosoro County as a representative. And you know, he's on the side. The same man in the next election, he goes down in different county and run there. What happened to him? He confused or what? He doesn't know where he's coming from. What happened to him? What happened? Our lawmakers, it's enshrined in the Constitution that you appoint, that you elect senators, representatives, periodically, 9 years, 6 years. Why? There's more contract. Salary disparity. They say by law, salary is progressive, not retroactive. Or whatever way you take it. But government can say no, harmonization. Government can say no, improvement, progress. But we're going there. And we have been dangling with these constitutional matters that today, Liberia, and trust me, in your mind, Liberia is becoming 178. In my mind, Liberia is becoming more than 200 years. The leader that accumulated. But democracy should be a better served by modern and inclusive, responsive constitutional document. Why then are we at this stage? I don't know your thought. This is what I'm saying to you. What do you think? You know that Councillor Bwaka will replace the now Chief Justice put by the President, Yemi Kukwebesi, who was an Associate Justice, then he became an Associate Justice. And you know that he served as Chairman of the Law Reform Commission. But I know that this will meet us with a lot of strong state resistance. But Liberian, you are the government. What do you think? Do you think that if the Constitution that was amended in 1986 conform to your life today? Do you think that it should be a rewriting of the Constitution? Do you think so? Do you think there are some present day reality of issues that will need to act in the constitution that is not there? Do you think that there are some missteps that are constitutional reliance have made a lot of people to rob the country and that we need to correct it now? Do you think so? He never said amendment. He said complete rewrite of the constitution. While we are with a lot, or we are saying today, what? Because just in few days, hours, we will be clocking to another historical mark in our existence. We will be at a point in our existence. Liberians, what do you think about this? Do you think that we should have a rewriting of our constitution? Do you think so? Should we continue with the old order? Do you think that we should settle down for that? Now, it's been said, if you accept it or not, you are the ones. You saw Liberians during the former regime, referendum to change a lot of the laws. Because of the failure of lack of education on that, we could not succeed in having it upon. But this is another one. I'll take a break here and I'll leave it with you. And you will have your say on this matter. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome. I'd love to say happy independence to all of you anticipating a celebration. And it's great that you will be alive to see that great day. Happy pre-independence on today. Good afternoon. I'll take a break.
Listen to your very rich CV. I really congratulate you for that. Unfortunately, you haven't served as a judge, and you are taking at such a high level. How do you think prepared you are when you have not served as a judge?
The 3 months of the Constitution and maybe the legislature by way of the judicial law deliberately indicated the requirements of being an associate a justice of the Supreme Court. And for the sake of answering your question, I'd like to restate that a citizen of Liberia and of good moral character. I have a check mark. A counselor of the Supreme Court bar who has practiced for at least 5 years. I have a check mark. I went forward to see what the law says about practice of law to mean government service, judicial service, the teaching of law. I've been teaching law for more than 17 years. If I don't qualify from essay, who qualifies? So, so there is no requirement, constitutional, any legal requirement to be a judge. Even in international courts, the ECOWAS Court, for example, there is no requirement that you must be a former judge to serve. Similarly here, like I said to you, I'm not emphasizing the constitutional or statutory provision. I'm emphasizing your knowledge of the law and integrity. Okay. To be a judge, as I said, inter alia, know the law and be prepared to say the truth.
Okay.
And I'm not sure whether there are cases we're supposed to be deciding that have not been heard before. We have 178 to come, 77, 78 to come. So what new cases, what new issues? Except if we talk cyber crime.
Let me really
Utter space.
Let me find out from you. Let me find out from you. Can a magistrate judge a criminal case in the absence of prosecuting officer or solicitor?
Say that again.
Can a magistrate adjudicate or investigate or judge a criminal case in the absence of a solicitor or prosecuting officer?
That is unimaginable on our practice. It is unimaginable. So the judge will send and ask himself question, and then he provide evidence.
And you are taking at such a high level. How do you think prepared you are when you have not served as a judge?
The frameworks of the Constitution and maybe the legislature by way of the judicial law deliberately indicated the requirements of being an associate of a justice of the Supreme Court. And for the sake of answering your question, I'd like to restate that a citizen of Liberia and of good moral character. I have a check mark. A counselor of the Supreme Court bar who has practiced for at least 5 years. I have a check mark. I went forward to see what the law says about practice of law to mean government service, judicial service, the teaching of law. I've been teaching law for more than 17 years. If I don't qualify for an essay, who qualifies? So, so there is no requirement, constitutional, any legal requirement to be a judge. Even in international courts, the ECOWAS Court, for example, there is no requirement that you must be a former judge to serve. Similarly here, like I said to you, I'm not emphasizing the constitutional or statutory provision. I'm emphasizing your knowledge of the law and integrity. Okay. To be a judge, as I said, inter alia, know the law and be prepared to see the truth.
Okay.
And I'm not sure whether there are cases we're supposed to be deciding that have not been heard before. We have 178 to come. 77, 78 to come. So what new cases, what new issues? Except if we talk cyber crime.
Let me really.
Councillor Bomakane will be replacing Yemek Wegbese, Associate Justice, a former Associate Justice. You listen to him there on his point. Let me say, Jonathan P. Bourne said, I'm watching you live from Nima County, District 8. Let me leave it. Nima County name there. It'll take time with pronouncing those names. Ed Ephraim, but District 8. District 8. Let me say, Jonathan P. Bourne, District 8, yeah, Nima County. Elijah Bill Freeman, Mr. Cool TV, watching for Dusa Firestone. Jeremy Ross says, thanks for the analysis and update. Thank you. But we'll have our first referendum on record here. Whether you want the content to be rewritten, amended, which one you want. Alex Yor in Chickatown, thank you. Tatas Grieve, Sokolink is watching live. I will say thanks to all of you today. Share the video and invite others to join us. Today I'm not going anywhere. I wanted to leave and go out of Liberia. But let's talk Liberia's affair. This thing doesn't matter whether you are Ghanaian or you are Nigerian. It matters you are Liberian. So it's important. I'll go to the line 0775-919-919, 0880-919-919. What do you think? The rewriting of the Constitution, the laws that we are having today are far more. I'm saying thanks to the Liberian immigration, They have registered about 40,000 Burkina Bees. A major crisis. We don't know whether tomorrow the Burkina Bee registration will be prior to us, but we're doing it. We don't know. Or the day we want to send in a way, say, go back to your home, being private. We don't know. But we're doing it in the spirit of oneness and tranquility. And as a country, the by the laws of the country, we have all of these issues coming up. And we're hearing now so long because I propose in Wologizi Mountain. We don't know. There are other institutions we are high in this country for a very long time. We don't know. And let me just pause at this turn and inform you Liberians that on the 24th of 26th of July, 2 days from now, on the July 26th celebration, Liberia's 78th independence, the Executive Mansion is pleased to announce to you that Reverend Emmett Lafayette Dawn will be the official orator of the 176th Independence Day celebration. And
Father Edo, that's 78 and 76.
178 independence. And he's a respected Liberian, born, a pastor, and an international Baptist leader. Reverend Dawn brings a decade of spiritual leadership and a lifelong commitment to the community development, to this national role. And Reverend Emmett Lafayette Dawn was ordained in 1987 at the Providence Baptist Church, one of Liberia's most historic congregations. You know about that. And he served as the assistant minister and director of Christian education before departing for the United States in 1988 to be precise, on a scholarship from the World Council of Churches. So, and he holds a bachelor in theology from the Liberia Baptist Theological Seminary. So know that one of your own in 1986. He's a graduate and a certificate from the Pentecostal Episcopal Seminary of Virginia in 1989, and a Master of Divinity from the Harvard University School of Divinity in 1991. He also has completed a coursework into the Sustainable Community Development at Colorado State University. So he is your own. And Reverend Dawn is carried with the Baptist World Alliance, the BWA, beginning in 1994 when he was appointed director of the youth department. He later became director of Congress and conferences, overseeing a very large international gathering that brought together tens of thousands of Christian leaders, youth from around the world. In 2014, before I go to the line, just inform you about this, Reverend Dawn took a role of the senior pastor at the West Yastville Baptist Church in Maryland. He served there on the 2021. He worked to bring faith and services both in Liberia and across the globe. So this time around, he's being selected as the orator of this 178 independence celebration. He's been selected based on a wealth of experience, and this time around, you know, my colleague said to me last time when following on when the laureate Leman Bowie and Dr. Niji Pili said an orator, they were in trouble. During the days of the former government, when the laureate Madam spoke, she took a broom at the Samoka and those post. That was one of the largest gatherings where Liberians were to witness this, where Madam Banks, Mrs. Banks, and another state represented the president of the United States on that occasion, and she said how great things about this country. And she was a rousing welcome with applause. By the end of the day, after the program, there were so many folks who were explaining her oration, the way it went. Then, coming to Dr. Pele, remember the Shashir Fair at the United States Embassy walk out, she was delegates. She said, instead of celebrating a day of independence, it should be a day of defiant. He said this day is a defiant day. I don't know what very dog going to say there, but that's it. That's orator. Every time we bring orator, and you know, and the government should not do something funny. Let me say to them, Honorable President, don't mind because the speech that will come, then you change. Say no, we don't want to get a president again. That one making you bringing Remy to speak, and that Remy we expect to be true to this country. Some of the things that everybody know that you say, especially where we're hearing a serious proposal or comments coming to rewrite our constitution. Let it be bold. If you want to be real Remy, let it be real. But with his profile, and he being a Liberian born, Reverend Emmett Lafayette Don is one of the best person that we have. So this occasion, just to inform you, so you will be hearing Reverend Don on the 26th as Liberia orator. Let me go to the lines down, 07759199. What do you think? Let's hold our first referendum today. What do you think? Rewriting the Constitution, is it a matter to consider today? Do you think so? Do you think we should still continue with the old Constitution until then? What do you think? Let's hold our first referendum. And I'm taking notes. My team here taking notes. If they are yes, they will mark it. If you say no, they mark what we want to see. Today is the first referendum holding on this thing here. Whether Liberian people want to rewrite the Constitution. Do you think so? What do you think? We should leave the Samarkand era Constitution? We more hard working the power. I'm not stereotyping anything. I don't want to give you an answer or something to make it a little awkward for you to say yes, no. You have your own thoughts. You be feeling the pinch. You go to court. And some of the things go through the Constitution doesn't support this. You go to election. And the Constitution doesn't support this because it's in the Constitution. I just stated one to you. I don't want to go too much with this because you being here, you be under the Constitution. Imagine the president, we elected the president, they have won. How can cabinet ministers work or those appointed work at the will of just one man in the country about being president? When everybody has to make him president, or majority have to make him president, they have won to decide who ought to be. When he finish, he go. The America say no taking position, no this. We want problem here. 0775919919. One man run here today. I think he know a room. He go over there. Taking position. One man can, and I hear one secret, and this secret will boss this secret out. I'm carefully investigating that this government paid those suspended people from LTA, and they paid them money that they must resign. Because if they resign, they will not make the other people to be appointed. So now they see appointment coming under proper positions in the LTA. Now it's raising question. Some of them are now talking that the thing when the government promised them, this government, Joseph Barker promised them, they are not paid yet, but they go over with appointment. I will bring that story up to you. I will tell you how much money Joseph Barker, this government paid the people to shut them off. So they will not talk. And now they're complaining. They're talking now. We'll bring the secret out. Let's go to the line. Let's talk about this first. Good afternoon. I'm talking about my first caller here. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go straight to the point. Do you think that you agree for the rewrite of our constitution or what?
For me, I support 100%. I think our constitution, for which we give it to the the Jordan leader had his excellency Samuel Kayago. This constitution was in the interest of he and his colleagues. So I think it's imperative that we have that as continents we can come together and have a good decision with the committee, or we go back to a level to see our position will be changed.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Let me allow people to talk. The next time discussing this matter, I will have it possible for Councillor Prayer Bamboo to be with me in the studio here. I will talk this thing here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, the historic vow.
This is Webster Sarsville Curry. Webster, go ahead.
May God bless you, the historic vow. Yeah. Well, I didn't want to get nothing about a constitution because what you get read is not about. All of this stuff, you are putting on my grind. I'm going to say history is keep to you.
Okay, let me talk to another call here. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Choko Masi. I'm calling from yesterday.
Go ahead, Choko.
My brother, the constitution is something that great people. We want it to be changed.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, he said we should change it. Good afternoon. Lucha Lebeni Saki.
Yeah, I appreciate you for your comment this afternoon. And I want to personally have been talking about changing the constitution to rewrite our constitution. You know, there are things that they say in the constitution affecting this country, especially president appointing the chief justice or the NEC boss. People different things in the constitution have been changed. That way the constitution better. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon. President appointed Chief Justice. Up to now, we are not have a celebrate election. The paramount chiefs, clan chiefs will be elected. Nothing yet. But we're still going on. And this is serious. Domicile. President wants to appoint everybody in the government. They work away and pleasure of him. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead. Go straight to the point.
I'm asking someone calling from Harvard. There's a need that they're going to be changed because the post there, dedicated policy person, can do maybe because you are a leader to protect himself. So what I say that they were leader, I'm just saying that he prepared to protect himself. Why is he used at this present time?
Oh, okay, yeah, you said change. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to my hotel. I don't think it's going to be changed.
Okay.
We are agreed. We are living by the rules in the law of the constitution. We are agreed. So I don't think it's going to be changed.
Okay, so you don't think it should be changed or rewriting? Let me say, I talked to Mr. Robert K. Saar. He said, yes, the constitution should be changed. He's in Pakistan. He said, constitution should be rewritten. He's in Pakistan. Dominic Harris is watching live today. Elijah Bill Freeman. Good afternoon. Let me talk to you.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my brother. And the constitution begins at Brentford something that they have. Just because it is the same thing for the same constitution. So we want a constitution to be changed. They should be changed because we are suffering.
Okay. Okay. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Afternoon, Nathan.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. The constitution got no problem. Changing it over and over would mean nothing. Liberians need to love their own country. So great to taking over this country. U.S. is the same power, appointing power given to the president of the U.S. But in Liberia here, the people are when they see it's writing from the top, every button will be writing. So the Liberian people need to love their country and give themselves service to the country, not so greedy people coming to take over the.
So it should not be rewritten. Okay, yeah. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go afternoon.
Go ahead. That's it, change what you want. And Councilor Kane is saying rewritten. Good afternoon. Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Gina.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry for joining you. I'm so just that because now everyone going at their own interest. Now they don't go there and elaborate people.
Okay. Do you think the suggestion coming from Councillor Bwakai Kane said that the Constitution be rewritten? Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is good information here to community. Yeah, thank you for the topic this afternoon. Yeah, meaning will take on a bench into the Constitution.
I mean, you eating or watching now? You can't eat. Later. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think if I'm still from my bell.
Yeah.
I support it's total rewriting of the entire Constitution.
The entire Constitution.
It does not represent present day reality. Look at Article 33 on the classic and Supreme Court. See the hot John from time to time compare all us to if there's anything that complain the people to come to the hand of the voting to answer for total rewriting of the Constitution.
Okay. We say a total rewrite of the Constitution. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, man.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
And I joined you on the second SKD program. I'm wholeheartedly in the interest of the Constitution change in order to get your current reality and international best practice. Right? I'm fully in support of that.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. VAH.
Go ahead, you're welcome.
The Constitution will have to rewrite the Constitution because when it's not changed, there will be no justice for the poor because if the president can appoint the chief justice, the chief justice got to work at the way of censure of the president. So we got to rewrite the Constitution. Sorry to not call my name, Eric G. Chipper from the Ralph here. I want to be precise for us.
Okay, Chief, thank you. It's a complete, total rewriting of the Constitution is important. Good afternoon. Don't hold the lines. If you can stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. I can accept you there. If you can stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Let me talk to other folks who are willing and prepared. That's why I said to you, prepare yourself for the program so that when you make a comment, we value your comments on the program. You have two calls. I'll call you a day. Councillor Bwakai Kane is saying to Liberians, rewriting of the Constitution is what he sees because they have to conform with present day reality. The Constitution have to be served by more than inclusive and responsive constitutional document. Good afternoon. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Christian Nelson calling from Arai.
All right, Christian Nelson, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. Look, I think we need reform in this country here. Where everyone will be independent, we should let our own paramount people, let the people themselves put their people there, like the Chief Justice position, which like JR can have election, we should all have election for Chief Justice. I think that will balance the whole entire, constitution. So I think we need reform. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let me take my last call here. Good afternoon. You're welcome. Go ahead, my last caller for today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and now for me, the Constitution should be rewritten because one of the big organizations in the Constitution, they will say people have to work at the way of the president who is the politician, but somebody will say monopolization as the police. But a politician has the power to dismiss the police and appoint the police. A politician has the power to appoint the chief justice, but if you monopolization as the police. So that's a contradiction. That's a serious contradiction. So the entire Constitution is rewritten. I support that 100%.
Okay, thank you. And so thanks all of you. Thank you to you Let me say thanks to Mr. Robert Shah. He's watching live from Pakistan, following us. Thank you. He said, yes, the Constitution should be rewritten. And others watching us, I want to say thanks to all of you on today. I want to say happy pre-Independence Day, all of you. Happy pre-26. And I said to you, I will not beg nobody. This year is my year of owning my own vehicle. This year, your level put a steal in the country for they can get things. Your level corrupt individual for they can get things. I will not be among those people. My own vehicle, I'll ride it. It'll be documented in my name, everything. So don't think that I should steal something from before I get car. I should steal before I get car. I should steal before I pay off. I should steal before I do this one year. And I said to you last time that I said to you today, the next time we're discussing this matter, I'm making all frantic efforts that Councillor Pierre Bramboul will sit with me. She was one of the person who signed up to the 1980 Constitution, her own take, and what Councillor Bakana is saying. He's now stepping in the foot of an associate justice on the bench of the Supreme Court. I'll have her with me. I'm making all frantic efforts, so you'll tell her I come to her, and she myself sit on this platform. We drill through the actuality of the entire process. But until tomorrow, have a pleasant welcome. Happy pre-anniversary to Liberia. Tomorrow will be here on the weekend edition of the program. I am your humble servant. I'm being here with T. Nicholas Barkley from the production department, making this a success on today. Until then, have a hassle to all of you. I'm an ambassador.
Come out and see. So until the president of the Republic of Liberia can come out to them and see the people's petition, he and the people.
The team one semester for 2025-2026. The party have categorically condemned this move, have categorically informed the university administration that an attempt to consider this semester at team 2 semester and next semester at team 1 semester, there will be a unequivocally disruption of any administrative and academic activities on the university campus. The leadership of Mampan is testing the result of the Student Unification Party. So, not just testing the result of the Student Unification Party, she's manipulating the administrative and academic theater and atmosphere on the university campus. She's reducing the standards of the university that she was told to improve to a nothingness. Let us say this. When Mampan was appointed president of the university, Mampan came, and when she became president on the basis of appointing after going through what she called quote-unquote faculty review, she said she had a proposal to appoint or employ over 50 staffers. These individuals will be appointed directly as, professor or associate professor at the University of Liberia. Her argument is on the basis that these individuals are here to improve basically the faculty profile of the university. Make no mistakes, the Student Unification Party does not come in contract with any policies or program that is intended to improve the university, but we want to be very critical as to how these programs are effectuated. Mind you now, Mampan is using the backwardness of the University of Liberia to her own political advantage, to not just enrich herself, but to stratify individuals within the university that will kick back salary to her when they are employed. Mampan is saying she is hiring 50 individuals that was with her when she was working with USAID.